You might have seen our previous review of mini projectors, and if not, you can find it up here and linked in the video notes. You probably remember we were a little underwhelmed with them because none fully fitted the requirements we wanted for us in our van. Well, Banggood have kindly sent us this to try, and although this is a bit of a spoiler, I'm very happy to say I think we found the perfect projector for us. Keep watching to find out why. Don't forget to check out our other videos on everything campervan and motorhome related, from solar to water, heating to gadgets, tyres to trips. If you like this video, please do hit the thumbs up, it really does help me to know what you like, and you can ask any questions or give feedback in the comments. If you want to make sure you don't miss any of our future videos, please hit the subscribe button, and clicking the bell will give you a notification when a new video goes live. Finally, if you do decide to hit the thumbs down, it would be great if you could also leave a comment so I'd know what you didn't like. So before we have a detailed play with it, let's take a look at what it has on paper that should make it great for use in a van. So we wanted a small all-in-one unit which is great for storing and ease of use. It needed to have a built-in battery with native 12-volt charging, so it's perfect for use when off-grid. Smart features built in, so there's no need to plug in extra hardware. Android 9 operating system means that we can add apps whenever we want from the Google Play Store. It's got 32 gigabytes of built-in storage, so you can download movies and TV shows for watching offline. It has vertical and horizontal keystone, which means that we can correct the image for the projector's orientation to the screen, and you'll see more of that later. It also has Bluetooth and analog audio out, which allows connection to extra speakers or an audio system, and a standard tripod screw, which gives us flexible mounting options. Here you can see the size compared to a regular 330mm Coke can. Here you've got the focus wheel, and on the back are the connections for HDMI, USB in and 12-volt DC input. On the side is the headphone jack and the power socket. You'll see in more detail later that not only can you control it with the remote control, but it also has this touch interface on the top, enabling you to control everything from the projector itself. And here's that mounting screw that you'll see in use in a second. Here's how we mount the projector inside the van. And as you can see, the inside of the blind makes a perfect screen for us. And this is where that horizontal and vertical image correction really comes into play, because we can size the screen exactly to the size that we want it to be, no matter where the projector is. So we moved indoors to show how that works more effectively. If you're always going to have the projector directly in front of the screen, then you can set it on automatic, and it will automatically correct the keystone of the image to suit a vertical wall. If you want to position the projector to one side, unlike a lot of projectors, you can manually adjust the image both vertically and horizontally to make it square on the screen, making it much easier to position the projector but still get a perfectly square image. As you can see, even in this pretty bright room, you can still get a nice clear image. We're going to jump into YouTube and show one of our videos to avoid any copyright issues here, but you can see that there's nice, smooth and clear imaging on the screen. While we're playing a video, let's see what the sound quality is like. Initially, we're going to play it through a reasonable quality Bluetooth speaker so that you can see what the acoustics of the room are like. Being a club site, it was really well appointed, well set out, well organised with plenty of facilities, though it was a bit on the expensive side. And now switching off that speaker, let's see what the projector does with its own speaker. The site isn't quite on the lakeside, but we managed to get a pitch right by the path that leads down to the lake. Although slightly more tinny, from a volume and clarity perspective it's still pretty good. There are three methods to control the projector. Firstly, the touch panel on the projector itself. Or you can use the remote control. And finally, by adding the eShare app to your smartphone, you can control it from there. This comes into its own particularly when you want to enter text, as you can use the standard keyboard, which is great for web browsing, searching for videos, or entering usernames and passwords. You can also choose to mirror the projector image on the phone, so effectively giving you a touchscreen to control the projector. This is great when it comes to accessing the App Store or things where you've got lots of icons across the screen and you want to be able to pick them quickly. Don't get confused with mirroring your phone to the projector. This is mirroring the projector to your phone. You can also mirror your phone to the projector, and we use an app called AirScreen to do this. Here you can see that once the app is running on the projector, we can just use the native screen mirroring functionality on our iPhone to mirror the phone screen to the projector. On the projector we've got the usual apps like Netflix, Prime Video, iPlayer, ITV Hub and all four. With the projector having 32GB of internal memory, we can use this to download movies and videos from apps that allow this, such as Netflix for example, so we have content to watch even when we don't have Wi-Fi. To check the quality of the projected image, I ran our usual video test files and I was impressed with the colour reproduction, fluidity, brightness and contrast. Here is a close-up of the test card image, and as you can see it's well defined without too much visibility of the pixels. Obviously the native resolution is not HD, as you would never get that from a projector of this size or price point, but it is well defined and clear. As you can see here, particularly in a dark environment, the projector is very capable of projecting a large, clear image, superb for the side of a van. The projector comes with a mains charger, but we also power it from a stabilised 12V 2A supply. When it comes to use on the road, you don't want to be tied to a power socket. The internal battery does a good job of keeping the projector running with Wi-Fi and Bluetooth on or off and at full brightness for over 2 hours in our tests. When we reduced the brightness, which didn't make a huge difference to the picture, we managed nearly 3 hours. So in conclusion, what do we think? Well, it's a brave thing to say, but of all the projectors we've used, this one is the only one we would say is perfect for van life. We've covered all the great points, and you're probably thinking there must be something bad. Well, the only thing that is worthy of note is that it does take a bit of time to boot up the smart features when you switch it on. It takes around 2 minutes to start up, which can feel a little bit long, but in reality it's not that bad and probably comparable to booting up a Fire Stick or something similar. So if you are looking for a projector for use in your van, then this is the one we would recommend. We're yet to find another that comes close to what it has. Thanks for watching our video, and as always, if you have any questions or feedback, please pop them in the comments below. If you find the video useful, please like, share and consider subscribing.